I can't believe what I just witnessed. Commanders Nation, get ready because what happened yesterday out in Los Angeles was one for the history books. After 2 straight weeks filled with uncertainty, with everyone doubting and asking questions with no answers, our franchise quarterback came storming back and let me tell you, came back with a bang. But that's not all. Because while most people thought the only thing to talk about was his triumphant return, we had a rookie who picked the perfect time to blow up, right when we needed someone to step up the most. And if you thought that was it, just wait till you see how our guys are repping causes that go way beyond just football. Stay right here till the end because I promise, what's coming up is going to leave you absolutely speechless. This is burgundy and gold, baby. After 2 tough weeks watching this squad fight it out without their field general, after 2 weeks of people wondering if the magic from those first 3 games was real or just smoke and mirrors, yesterday at Sophie Stadium, we got all the answers we could possibly need. Jaden Daniels came back and did it in the most Commanders way imaginable, coming back from being down by 10 to absolutely torch the Chargers 27-10. You really think that's a coincidence? Let me tell you, it's not a coincidence. It's identity. It's what this squad has been building since Adam Peters and Dan Quinn rolled into town. Just look at the numbers. Daniels went 15 for 26 for 231 yards and a touchdown. But more important than the box score was how he did it. Ran for 39 more yards, kept plays alive, made everything happen when we were down 10-0. And here's what's got me absolutely hype a 23-year-old. Just 5 games into being a pro, shakes off a knee injury that kept him out TWO full weeks and leads a comeback on the road. You know the kind of mindset you need for that. You know what that does to build confidence in that locker room. But let me walk you through the play that changed everything. Second quarter, we're down 10-0. Chargers moving the ball. Quentin Johnston catches a 19-yard pass, and the whole stadium thinks LA's about to put us down 17-0. But what happens? Marshon Lattimore, that vet we brought in exactly for moments like this, scoops up a fumble on our own 26. And what does Daniels do after that turnover? Leads a 74-yard march that ends with Jakery Crosky-Merritt pounding it in from 15 yards out. But the play of the drive was 3rd and 16 from our own 20. 3rd and 16, y'all. You feel the pressure there? Daniels finds Jalen Lane for exactly 16 yards. First down. Drives alive. Touchdown coming up. Now. Let's talk about what happened in the second half, because this is where you see the difference between a legit, well-coached team and just another squad. We get the ball to start the third, punch it 69 yards downfield in 7 plays, and Crosky-Merritt takes it in from the 5 to make it 17-10. Matt Gay knocks home a 36-yard field goal. We're up 20-10, but the Chargers didn't lay down. First play of the fourth, Crosky-Merritt fumbles. LEA recovers at their own 41, drives all the way inside our 1. First and goal at the 1 Commanders. But you know what our defense did. Mike Sainristil snatches a deflected pass from Justin Herbert, right on the 1. You want to call that luck? That's wild. That's straight-up coaching, preparation. Everything Dan Quinn has been preaching since day 1. Next play, next opportunity. That pick didn't just stall LA, it gave us the ball at our own 1 and a chance to bury them. And what did we do? We drove 99 yards in 13 plays. 99 yards capped off by Daniels hitting Deebo Samuel for an 8-yard touchdown with just over a minute left. 27-10. Game over. Now let me put this in perspective. While Jerry Jones down in Dallas is dealing with a team that can't keep their quarterback upright, while the Eagles keep playing mad scientists with their offense, while the Giants keep being the Giants, we just showed that when our franchise QB comes back from injury, we don't skip a beat. No panic. Just dominance. Herbert threw 22 completions on 29 balls, but just 166 yards. You feel me. All short stuff, nothing deep. Our defense setting the tone. The Chargers gave up 5 sacks, had 10 penalties for 85 yards. That's not bad luck. That's a team coming apart against a franchise that knows exactly what it's doing. And you know the wildest part of this whole thing? 3-2, Commanders. 3 wins, 2 losses. But the real story is momentum. This wasn't a run-of-the-mill win. This was the kind that tells you when Jaden Daniels is healthy. This team can run with anybody in this league. If that blew your mind, just hang on, because while all eyes were on Daniels making his comeback, there was a young cat stealing the spotlight when nobody saw it coming. Let me ask you something. How many of you really knew Jalen Lane a month ago? How many thought this 4th-round rookie out of Virginia Tech will be a key piece in our offense by week 5? I bet not many, and that's fine. Most of the experts missed it too. But now let me ask you, how many of you are paying attention after what he did yesterday against the Chargers? Because this kid isn't just playing. He's emerging right when we needed it most. Not look, the situation wasn't pretty. Terry McLaurin out. Another starter down. Daniels just back from a knee injury. In the middle of all that chaos, Lane gets his number called on 3rd and 16 from our own 20. You get the pressure there? It ain't 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 5. It's 3rd and 16 on your own side of the field, losing 10-0. And what does this rookie do? 16 yards, exactly what's needed. First down. Drive alive. 7 plays later, Krosky Merritt scores. THA is making a play when your team needs it most. That is the difference between being just another player and becoming something special. But here's what really gets me fired up about Jalen Lane. On that same drive, before the 3rd and 16 conversion, Daniels went deep to him on 1st down, incomplete. But what happens after? Daniels goes right back to him. He didn't give up. And Lane made the biggest 3rd down conversion of the game to that point. That tells me 2 things. Number 1, Jaden Daniels trusts this kid. And when your rookie QB trusts you on 3rd and long, you earned it at practice, in the meetings, in every rep you've taken. Number 2, Lane's got that next play mentality you have to have in this league. The incomplete pass didn't faze him. Called his number again and he delivered. Let me rewind even more because Lane's story didn't start yesterday. Back in week 3 against the Raiders, this kid took a punt 90 yards to the house. 90 yards, people. You know the type of speed you gotta have to do that at the NFL level. That's not college track. That's elite pro-level speed. And here's what's interesting. For most of the season's first month, Lane's mainly been a special teams guy, biding his time on a fence, grinding, getting better, learning. That's real life for a 4th rounder in this league. Gotta earn every snap, every chance, every second on the field. But now I'm telling you, we are watching something special take shape. It's no accident that when McLaurin is out and we need a playmaker, it's Lane answering the bell. And the reason this matters? Because the NFL is all about depth, about having dudes who step up when your big names can't go. And you know what else I love about this? The chemistry brewing with Daniels. Look, it's one thing to have wheels and win deep. It's another to be a receiver your QB looks to on 3rd and long with the game on the line. Now look around the NFC East. The Cowboys got CeeDee Lamb, but after him, who's putting up numbers every week? The Eagles got a Jay Brown and Devonta Smith, but depth's a question. The Giants, well, but US? We got McLaurin as our top guy, Samuel as the trusted vet, and now Lane breaking out as a real deal threat. That depth and development of young talent, that's what playoff squads are made of. And what gets me fired up most is Lane is still learning. This is a 4th round rookie in week 5 of his first year. Can you imagine what this kid's going to be later in the season? Playoffs? Next year with an entire offseason in the system? I truly believe we're watching the beginning of something special here. I'm not saying Lane's destined to be the next elite wideout in the NFL, but I am saying when a young guy shows he can produce under pressure, has the trust of his quarterback, and has the speed to be dangerous every single snap, you have to pay attention. Because at the end of the day, championship teams aren't just about having the biggest stars. It's about having playmakers all throughout the lineup who can answer the call. Yesterday in LA, Jalen Lane proved he's one of those guys for us. But that's not even the half of it. Because while Lane and Daniels were doing their thing on the field, something else was happening that shows this squad is about so much more than just football. Now, let me take you somewhere that goes way beyond the final score, the box stats, or the wins and losses. Because last Sunday in LA, two of our stars, Jaden Daniels and Deebo Samuel, reminded everybody that football is a platform for way bigger things. October, as most of you know, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And while Daniels and Samuel were locked in on offense, they were totally in sync with their custom cleats, repping this critical cause. Daniels rocked a custom pair of Nike Kobe 6 in the KL colorway. Bright pink up top, white swooshes, silver accents, and the KL logo popping up clean and subtle on the heel. For those who don't know, Nike's been rolling out Think Pink Hoops kicks since 2007 when they teamed up with the K. Yao Cancer Fund. And here's why this is big. The Kobe 6 is one of the most iconic Kobe Bryant kicks ever, teamed up with a cause that's touched millions of families everywhere. It's not just a fresh sneaker, it's a statement. It's Daniels using his platform and visibility for something much bigger than himself. But Daniels wasn't the only one. Deebo Samuel went even deeper in the sneaker vault and broke out the Air Jordan 11 Low in a custom pink and white look. That's the 11th signature shoe from Michael Jordan, a legend who changed basketball and has mad respect all around the game. And check this, Samuel signed with Jordan Brand back in September of 2022, and every October since then he's rocked custom pink cleats for this cause. This isn't just something he does for show. It's who he is as a player, a person, an advocate for a real cause. And what does that say? That these young men get what comes with being in the spotlight. They know millions are watching every Sunday, and they're using that to push something positive, something that really matters. Let me be real about this. These aren't cleats you can just pick up at your local shop. The Kobe 6 sells out every time, and the Air Jordan 11 is only dropping in super limited styles. But what fans can do is support the cause. Go learn about how important early breast cancer detection is, and recognize when your favorite players are actually using their platform for good. See, anybody can wear loud cleats. Everybody in the league does it. But it hits different when those cleats stand for something real, when there's a story there, when it's about way more than just looking sharp out there. And that brings me to a bigger point about this Commanders squad. Since Dan Quinn and Adam Peters came in, there's been a huge focus on not just winning games, but building a culture about being pros, about taking responsibility, about being solid people on and off the field. You think it's just random that Daniels and Samuel, two of our biggest pieces on offense, are unified not just in how they play, but in how they support important causes. Here's what I'm telling you, it's not random. It's what happens when leaders set the tone, encouraging their players to be more than just athletes. For all of us as fans, that gives us even more to be proud of. We want our team to win for sure, but we also want to be proud of who is wearing our colors, who reps our city, who is the face of this franchise. Daniels and Samuel gave us both on Sunday, a blowout win on the field and a reminder of what it means to use your platform for good. In a world where sometimes it feels like athletes are all about themselves, moments like this show that some guys truly get that their impact goes way beyond sports. So there you go, Commanders Nation. An epic comeback, an emerging rookie, and guys repping the causes that matter most. If I had to sum these three stories up in a word each, it'd be grit, ascent, and purpose. And here's the deal. What we saw yesterday was just the beginning. With Daniels back, Lane rising, and this culture taking shape, this team's got all the momentum right now. Now, here's my question for you. With Daniels back in the saddle and Lane showing up as a legit threat, how far do you think this team can go? Are we looking at a real playoff contender, or are you still on the fence? Drop your takes in the comments, because I honestly feel like we've seen enough to be extremely optimistic. If you made it this far, If you rocked with me for these 12 minutes breaking down every detail of Sunday's game, then you are exactly who we want in this crew. Because this isn't just a channel, it's a family of die-hard Commanders, fans bleeding burgundy and gold every single day. So here's my challenge to you. If you believe Daniels is the future of this franchise, hit that LIKE button. If you're as hype about Jalen Lane as I am, make sure you subscribe. And if you want in on the best, deepest Commanders talk anywhere on YouTube, turn on the bell because trust me, tomorrow we've got more breaking news coming on this squad. Can Deebo Samuel keep this production rolling? Is Terry McLaurin coming back next week? What does this win mean for our playoff push? All that's coming up in future vids, and you can't afford to miss any of it. 3-2 Commanders. The momentum is ours. The culture's built, and the future's looking brighter than ever. And remember, hail to the Redskins.